Hello, National Association of Realtors. We're Derek and the Slammers. We're here to help you party. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's that ice cold Michelle Pfeiffer, that white gold. This one's for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpiece. Styling, wilding, living it up in the city. Got my chucks on with a Saint Laurent. Gotta kiss myself, I'm too pretty. Too hot, hot damn. For the police and the fireman. Too hot, hot damn. Dragon won't retire, man. Too hot, hot damn. Say my name, you know who I am. Too hot, hot damn. Ain't about that money. I said, girl, set your hallelujah. Girl, set your hallelujah. Girl, set your hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk gon' give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk gon' give it to you. Uptown Funk gon' give it to you. Saturday night we're in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Oh. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 stop. Wait a minute. Fill my cup with liquor in it. Take a sip, sign a check. Julio, get the stretch. Up to Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi. If we show up, we're gonna show out. Smooth and a fresh out skippy. Too hot, hot damn. For the police and the fireman. Too hot, hot damn. Make a dragon won't retire, man. Too hot, hot damn. See my name, you know who I am. Too hot, hot damn. Ain't about that money. I said, girl, set your hallelujah. Girl, set your hallelujah. Girl, set your hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk gon' give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk gon' give it to you. Uptown Funk gon' give it to you. Saturday night we're in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Oh. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 hey. Say uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Say uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Say uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Say uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Say dance, jump on it. If you're sexy, then fall it. If you're freaky, then own it. Don't brag about, just show me. Say dance, jump on it. If you're sexy, then fall it. And it's Saturday night, we're in a spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Oh. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 hey. Uptown, funk you up. 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 Don't have to be beautiful. Turn me on. Just need your body, baby. Just till dawn. Don't have to watch down to see. Have an attitude. Live it all up to me. My love, be your food. baby, you want to impress me. Can't be too pretty, mama, know how to undress me. I want to be your fantasy, maybe you give me mine. Live it all up to me, we could have a good time. Don't have to be rich to be my girl, don't have to be cold. Rule my world, ain't no particular sign, more compatible with. I just want your extra time, your kiss. Women, not girls, say to rule my world, say to rule my world. At your age, mama, not your shoe size, baby, we could do the twirl. Don't have to watch down to see, have an attitude. Live it all up to me, my love, be your food. You don't have to be rich to be my girl, don't have to be cold to rule my world. Ain't no particular sign I'm more compatible with. I just want your extra time, your kiss.
Mustang Sally, you better slow your Mustang down. Mustang Sally now, you better slow your Mustang down. You've been running all over town, girl. Woo, you better get them big flat feet on the ground. Well, all you wanna do is ride around Sally.
Ride, Sally, ride.
All you wanna do is ride around Sally.
Ride, Sally, ride.
All you wanna do is ride around Sally.
Ride, Sally, ride.
All you wanna do is ride around Sally.
Ride, Sally, ride.
You've been running all my town, girl. Woo, you better start winding that weaving eye. Go. Well, I bought you a brand new Mustang, a 1965. All you wanna do is ride around Sally. Won't even let me drive now. Mustang Sally now. You better slow your Mustang down. start getting their feet on the ground. Well, all you wanna do is ride around Sally.
Ride, Sally, ride.
All you wanna do is ride around Sally.
Ride, Sally, ride.
All you wanna do is ride around Sally.
Ride, Sally, ride.
All you wanna do is ride around Sally.
Ride, Sally, ride.
You've been riding all the time, girl. Woo, you better start whamming that weaving eye.
Hey, yeah. Once I was a boogie singer, playing in a rock and roll band. Never had no problems, rolling down on one night stands. Everything around me got to start to feeling so low. I decided quickly, just go down and check out the show. They were dancing and singing and moving to the groove, and just when hey man, somebody turned around and shouted, "Play that funky music, white boy. Play that funky music, right? Play that funky music, white boy. Lay down the boogie and play that funky music till you die." Try to understand us. Thought that they were out of their minds. How could I be so foolish to not see I was the one behind? Now it's so much better, so much better. Walking out in every way, but I never lose that feeling of how I learned my lesson that day. They were dancing and singing and moving to the groove, and just when hey man, somebody turned around and shouted, "Play that funky music, white boy. Play that funky music, right? Play that funky music, white boy. Lay down the boogie, play that funky music till you die. Till you die, why till you die?" At first it wasn't easy, playing in rock and roll band. Things were getting shaky. I thought I'd have to leave it behind. Now it's so much better, so much better. I'm walking out in every way, but I never lose that feeling. Come on. How I learned my lesson that day. They were dancing and singing and moving to the groove, and just when hey man, somebody turned around and shouted, "Play that funky music, white boy. Play that funky music, right? Play that funky music, white boy. Lay down the boogie and play that funky music till you die."
my Spanish Harlem Mona Lisa. You're my reason for reason to step in my groove. If you said this life ain't good enough, I would give my world to lift you up. I would change my life to better suit your mood, because you're so smooth. And it's just like the ocean under the moon, the same as the emotion that I get from you. You got the kind of loving that can be so smooth. Give me your heart, make it real, let's forget about it. I tell you one thing, if you would leave it be a crying shame. In every breath and every word, I hear your name calling me out. Out from the barrio, I hear your rhythm on the radio. I feel the turning of the world, so soft and slow, turning you round and round. If you said this life ain't good enough, I would give my world to lift you up. I would change my life to better suit your mood, because you're so smooth. And it's just like the ocean under the moon, the same as the emotion that I get from you. You got the kind of loving that can be so smooth. Give me your heart, make it real, let's forget about it. Ocean under the moon, the same as the emotion that I get from you. You got the kind of loving that can be so smooth. Give me your heart, make it real, let's forget about it. Yeah, let's forget about it. Yeah, let's forget about it. Yeah, let's forget about it.
Charlie, on behalf of the team here at the New Jersey Realtors, we want to congratulate you on your year ahead. You are the first president since 1960 to come out of New Jersey, and we are very proud of you. Congratulations to you and the 2021 leadership team. Good luck, everyone. Congratulations.
Good luck, Charlie.
Good luck.
Welcome to the inaugural ceremony of NAR President Charlie Oppler and the 2021 leadership team. I'm Chris Polychrome, your 2015 NAR President.
And I'm John Smaby, your 2019 NAR President. We are thrilled to be here serving as your MCs for a truly unique first-time inaugural celebration. And by the way, Chris, you look marvelous tonight in your tuxedo.
You look as well, my friend. And we hope that all of you are settled in with snacks and your favorite beverage for NAR's first ever virtual inaugural, and God, I hope it's last.
I couldn't agree with you more, Chris. We're here to celebrate and install the 2021 elected leadership and to recognize key leaders in the association, both past and present.
At this time, I'd like to compliment President Vince Malta and the entire leadership team and NAR staff for leading us through these extraordinary times. We have no doubt that the leaders we celebrate today will move us forward no matter the obstacles in our way.
That's because our leaders recognize that their accomplishments represent the hard work being done by members at every level of this organization. If there's one thing this year has proven to us, it's that we're one together, not only as members of NAR, but also in our communities and our great country. As a collective force, we can achieve whatever we set our minds to, regardless of circumstance.
So get comfortable, folks, because you ain't seen anything like this show.
First up, please welcome the CEO of New Jersey Realtors, Jared Grasso.
Good evening. I'm Jared Grasso, Chief Executive Officer of the New Jersey Realtors. I'm honored to have been asked to deliver tonight's invocation. I looked at this invitation as an opportunity to reflect upon our past year and to celebrate the current and future leadership of the National Association of Realtors. As I'm sure you all have, I've been spending a lot of time reflecting upon how, at a moment's notice, life can change. It seems like a distant memory when some of us were together in Miami for the President's Circle Conference discussing what we thought were going to be the most important issues facing our industry in 2020. No one could have predicted that a few short weeks later in March, when we first learned of the shutdowns and travel bans, we would still not be able to be together in person tonight to celebrate with Charlie and the 2021 NAR leadership team. As we prepare to enter 2021, we also prepared to leave behind 2020, a year that has tested all of us thoroughly, physically, mentally, spiritually, politically, and financially. Who knew that a campaign theme we created to identify who Charlie is and what he believes in would be so fitting for our association in these difficult times? These two words, one, together, summarize who we are as a Realtor family. It tells us that we are strong, working as one industry, one family, to overcome any challenge before us. In the past 100 years of our history, we've faced our share of obstacles, but we know that together, as the Realtor family, we could overcome anything. Now just think about this for a moment. One together, we are stronger. We are more determined than ever. We will be the catalyst we need to guide our industry forward with our 2021 leadership team. So I ask that we say a prayer for those who have lost loved ones over this past year, for those who are suffering from illness, for those who have been impacted by this year's storms and fires. Let's pray for our past and future leaders and for all our Realtor membership. I could say that Charlie and the 2021 leadership team embody the spirit of one together. And as a Realtor family, this is something we can aspire to be. A goal we could always look towards and an opportunity to make our industry, our association even better for years to come. The 2021 leadership team cannot do this alone. We can't sit idly on the sidelines and watch as our leaders tackle the pressing issues of today. This is our call for action. This is our time to show what the Realtor family is all about. My hope and my prayer is that one together, we will come out of this year and have a healthy and prosperous 2021. Thank you, and have a great evening.
Thank you, Jared, and thank you for those inspirational remarks. I now have the pleasure of introducing Lindsay Oppler, Charlie's daughter-in-law. We ask you to please rise while Lindsay sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Wow, that was amazing. Thank you, Lindsay. We ask that you remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. Please welcome Charlie's grandson, Zachary Oppler.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I promise to do my best, treat others with respect, and make good choices for myself, my friends, my family, my community, and my nation.
Great job, my man, Zachary. Before we move forward with the program, I'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors this evening, the New Jersey Realtors, the Atlantic City and County Board of Realtors, Cape May County Association of Realtors, Core Association of Realtors, Greater Bergen Association of Realtors, the Liberty Board of Realtors, the Metro Center Association of Realtors, Nexus Association of Realtors, North Jersey Association of Realtors, and Ocean City Board of Realtors. And now, please welcome 1992 President Dorcas Helfant Browning, and one of my favorites, and 2014 President Steve Brown.
Thank you, Chris. Steve and I have the honor of introducing the 2021 liaisons, who are chosen by the incoming president.
The liaisons, together with NAR staff, will oversee and coordinate the work of over 80 committees, forums, advisory boards, and councils, and more than 4,000 Realtor volunteers who work on our behalf throughout the year.
First up, from Rockaway, New Jersey, Association Leadership Liaison Eileen Horowitz.
From Salt Lake City, Utah, Commercial and Industry Specialties Liaison Jared Booth.
From Coral Gables, Florida, Global Real Estate Liaison George Gorah.
From Omaha, Nebraska, Law and Policy Liaison Henry Kamendel.
From Ashland, Oregon, MLS and Data Management Liaison Rick Harris.
From Washington, D.C., Member Services Liaison Koki Adasi.
From Alpharetta, Georgia, Public and Federal Issues Liaison Mara Neal.
From Lutherville, Maryland, Broker Relations Liaison Cindy Ariosa.
From Oakland, California, Realtor Party Director Kevin Brown.
From Raleigh, North Carolina, Realtor Party Community Engagement Liaison Asa Fleming.
From Clovis, New Mexico, Realtor Party Disbursement Liaison Wes Graham.
From Manhattan Beach, California, Realtor Party Fundraising Liaison Tamara Szyminski.
And from Skip Pack, Pennsylvania, Realtor Party Member Involvement Liaison Betty McTamney.
Fellow Realtors, these are our 2021 liaisons.
Congratulations to our 2021 liaisons, and a huge thank you to Dorcas and Steve.
The president of NAR serves a one-year term. Each person who holds this elected office comes very well prepared to lead our great association. And I promise you, each president has left his or her mark on NAR.
As we recognize the past presidents, we thought it would be a good idea to share some of the wisdom they've learned throughout the years. To help us do this, please welcome the 2017 and 18 presidents, Bill Brown and Elizabeth Mendenhall.
Bill and I have the honor of recognizing the association's past presidents, a distinguished group of which we are both members.
That's right, Elizabeth. It's truly an honor to be a past president of the National Association of Realtors. Leadership means wearing a lot of different hats, facing tough challenges, and embracing great joy. The presidents of this association have worked tirelessly for our members and for the rights of property owners throughout this country.
And tonight, we wanted to reflect on what great leadership demands. Who better than to ask those who have served in the highest office of the association? As we acknowledge our past presidents, we will have the pleasure of sharing their own words of wisdom with you.
Being a leader is more than just taking on the mantle, and it is more than being a great manager. A leader creates a vision and ensures it is met with courage, passion, and humility. As leaders, we must believe in our visions and take the steps necessary to make them a reality.
Leaders take action. Not only do we have the chance to make a difference during our term, but in the words of Henry Ford, whether we think we can or we can't, you are right. As leaders, we don't have the luxury of waiting. We must act. As architects of the American dream, our decisions and actions should be in the best interest of our 1.4 million members. They should be our guide.
It's a serious job that requires character and integrity, and while we need to take our role seriously, we should never take ourselves too seriously. Even as leaders, we need to take time to enjoy the moments and laugh at ourselves when necessary. It not only gives us a break, it allows us to be human.
Being a president isn't about getting the credit. We are called to accomplish great things. we can't do that alone, which is why we surround ourselves with other leaders. They also have a stake in our success, and we need to listen to them. Don't be afraid to rely on your team. What we achieve collectively is so much greater than any of us can achieve on our own. And this really speaks to Charlie's theme of One Together.
And as serious as our responsibilities are, we need to remind ourselves to stop and enjoy the moments. The hard work is real, but we're missing out on the full experience if we don't take the time to enjoy. Work hard, enjoy the ride, and you'll find yourselves rising to the occasion.
Above all, we must lead with a servant's heart. We are here to serve the members of the National Association of Realtors. We applaud our past presidents for their service and dedication it takes to lead our association. Each of us may be only president for 1 year, but our actions and words live on farther than our own term.
Thank you for your trust in us. Serving as the president of this great association is an honor we all take very seriously. Congratulations to the 2021 leadership team, and have a great night.
We all have such a short time as president. I mean, it seems to fly by. And I am very proud of what has been accomplished by our association leaders.
And what we will continue to do moving forward. Next up, from Grand Rapids, Michigan, is 2007 NAR President Pat V. Combs. She is here to install our first group of elected leaders, the regional vice presidents. Pat, take it away.
Thanks, Chris and John. The regional vice presidents, or RVPs, are the official spokespersons of the National Association of Realtors in their respective regions. Each of these individuals plays an important role representing our association. I'm especially pleased to install these RVPs since I was what was affectionately called the zookeeper when Charlie and when Chris and John were RVPs. Representing Region 1 from Warren, Vermont, Donna Cousin. Representing Region 2 from Buffalo, New York, Margaret Hartman. Representing Region 3 from Washington, D.C., Bonnie Roberts Burke. Representing Region 4 from Georgetown, Kentucky, Carl Tackett. Representing Region 5 from Boca Raton, Florida, Andrew Barber. Representing Region 6 from Granville, Michigan, Eugene Spinsky. Representing Region 7 from Springfield, Illinois, Michael Oldennettle. Representing Region 8 from Duluth, Minnesota, Len Sarvella. Representing Region 9 from Fayetteville, Arkansas, Doyle Yates. Representing Region 10 from the Woodlands, Texas, Vicki Fullerton. Representing Region 11 from Highlands Ranch, Colorado, Scott Mathias. Representing Region 12 from Pocatello, Idaho, Tiffany Mygansky. And last but not least, representing Region 13 from Eureka, California, Chris Kutsky. And now to all of you, please raise your right hand. Do you promise that you will administer the office of Regional Vice President to the best of your ability and judgment, in conformity with the bylaws and Constitution of the National Association of Realtors, and you will observe and enforce the Code of Ethics and promote and safeguard the best interests of the National Association of Realtors and the welfare of its membership? If you agree, please signify by stating, "I will."
I will.
Congratulations to our 2021 RVPs. Now it is my pleasure to introduce 2011 President Ron Phipps.
It is a genuine honor to install the 2021 leadership team. The leadership team guides the association's strategic direction and policymaking, advocacy, professional standards, and research. They provide a continuity of leadership from one year to the next, and most importantly, they represent and lead you, our more than 1.4 million members. First, please help me welcome from Concord, North Carolina, 2021 Vice President of Advocacy, Lee Brown. From Chicago, Illinois, 2021 Vice President of Association Affairs, Tommy Choi. From San Francisco, California, 2020 President Vince Malta. From Chicago, Illinois, CEO Bob Goldberg. And now, your 2021 elected leaders. From Plano, Texas, 2021 President-elect Leslie Ruda Smith. From Salem, Utah, 2021 First Vice President Kenny Parcell. And from Brandon, Mississippi, 2021 Treasurer Nancy Lane. Leslie, Kenny, and Nancy, in the position to which you've been elected, you assume the responsibility of the national leadership of one of the world's most outstanding organizations, the National Association of Realtors. Please raise your right hands. Do you promise that you will administer the office to which you've been elected to the best of your ability and judgment, in conformity with the bylaws and Constitution of the National Association of Realtors, and you will observe and enforce the Code of Ethics and promote and safeguard the best interests of the National Association of Realtors and the welfare of its members? If you agree, please signify by stating, "I will."
I will.
Congratulations, you are officially installed as officers of the National Association of Realtors. It is with deep confidence and high enthusiasm that I introduce the 2021 NAR Leadership Team. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the 2021 leadership team, and thank you, Ron Phipps. Now, John and I have the distinct pleasure of introducing the 2021 President of the National Association of Realtors. You know, I've known Charlie since late 2004. We talk almost every day, sometimes about baseball. And through the years, we have not just become realtor friends, but personal friends. We both have a very strong faith that drew us together in an undying love for our families and friends.
Thank you, Chris. Those are perfect words for our great friend, Charlie Oppler. We both met Charlie at the same time in 2004 when we were part of, and I know that you'll agree with this, Chris, the greatest RVP class in the history of our association. Early on in my relationship with Charlie, I asked him what his favorite leadership quote was, and he was quick to respond. He said, "Leadership is not about being in charge. It's about taking care of those in your charge." Charlie is a great leader and even a better friend.
I think realtors play a special role in every community, and we've all become the fabric of each of the communities that we live in. We've become the leaders, the teachers, coaches, the chaperones. I think when you just look at what we do on a daily basis, you do it for one purpose: to make it better for somebody else. So to me, it's the ultimate team, and I just get to have the title of president for a year.
He is
passionate, he's dependable, he's supportive, always there for the important things. And he's always been there for our kids, and that's one of the reasons I love him.
If I had one word to describe my dad, it would be hardworking.
Selfless. It makes you feel really special, and it makes you feel so important when you're with him.
Intense in the best possible way, whether it's through his job or his family or the foundations that he works for. He really leads the way, and we kind of follow his light.
When I think of my dad, I think of passion, whether as a dad or a professional colleague. Every day he shows up with the same energy, just wanting to help people. And that's just something that has always driven me as well, to just be more like him.
He's so unique because he never forgot where he came from.
Richfield was, to me, just the perfect place to grow up. I lived in about a 500 square foot, 2-bedroom apartment with 1 bathroom. Lucky enough to have both parents, a brother and sister, and a dog. My brother, my sister, and myself shared a bedroom. We put a sheet up in the middle of the bedroom, and I slept on the bottom part of a bunk bed through high school. When I graduated college, we still lived in that apartment, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. And the one thing I will tell you is every time I go back, I just feel like it's home. A place that makes me smile every time I go. Because I live so close to Veterans Park, where I probably spent more than half my life, sports became a passion. Playing basketball, baseball, even a little bit of football in the early days. That's where my friends were. That's what we did. So I learned pretty early that you had to rely on teammates and do the right thing. It certainly has carried over to my career. When I think of the opportunity to be the president of the National Association of Realtors, I look at it as just another big team.
It's amazing working with Charlie. 23 years in the business, this is the only place I would ever work. It's like being with your family. We're a team.
Although he runs the show, he has enough respect, enough confidence in the people on his team to allow them to do their job and do it correctly. And working for somebody like that allows you to be the best at what you're doing.
He truly, truly cares. Lives, eat, breathes, besides his family, is this real estate community.
My core values are very simple: do for others. And 2 of the initiatives that will be very, very prominent in what we do in 2021. One will be to make the Realtor Relief Foundation more visible. In addition, count the hours of volunteers that all of the realtors commit in their local communities. And the more that we tell that story, the more that we're going to inspire other people to volunteer and give of their time. How can you not smile at that?
It's very simple. Charlie cares about the people that he works with. He also cares about the community, and he likes to make a difference. And you can see that authentic part about him. He's not just there as a leader, he is a true leader.
That's what he does best. Caring for people is what Charlie does best. He's a genuine person, honest, ethical. He's that one special guy that comes to mind when you talk about somebody who's fair and just all-around good guy. That's Charlie Oppler.
I love my job because it's not a job. I love the industry. I love being able to work with people. I can't think of one time in my whole career that I looked at this as a job. I look at it as an opportunity to make each community that we serve better. That's a responsibility that I take very, very seriously, but also humbly. We can do so much more for so many other people, and that's what still drives me all these years later.
He wants to create change. He wants to be part of that new realtor world, whatever that new world looks like in 2021.
We have somebody who truly will make a difference a difference that we all need, a difference that we can all benefit from, a difference that our careers and our livelihoods need to sustain for the future.
Charlie really loves this association and truly believes in what realtors stand for. The National Association of Realtors is very lucky that I am willing to share, because they are getting a real gem, and I mean a gem.
Charlie will always be known as being the best of the best in this business. He is a leader, he is a team player, he is smart, he is warm, his integrity is beyond belief.
You know, they broke the mold with him. I am telling you, I have never, ever seen anybody so passionate and committed to our industry and level of professionalism. We're very lucky to have him.
Dearest Charles, my beloved brother, I'll start this by saying I always knew you would be president someday. Of what I did not know. I know being president of the National Association for Realtors is such an honor for you, and you will be the best at it in these difficult, unpredictable times we are living in. Your incredible hard work, your values and dedication to the success of your well-respected company, Sotheby's Prominent Properties, is something to be so, so proud of. You are a born leader. You are the kindest, most motivated, loyal, trustworthy, and honest person I've ever known. You are always humbled by all the attention you have ever received in your life. Ever since you received the Citizenship Award in school, I knew you were destined for greatness. I have been lucky enough to witness this my whole life. My husband is pretty much the same as you are. And as we know, there are no mistakes in life. I married a man that had all the qualities you have, and a sports nut like I've known my whole life. I was your number one cheerleader for all your school teams. I don't think I ever missed a game you played in. You are an amazing athlete and still play softball. Pretty incredible. I remember in school, seriously, every grade I entered a year after you, the teachers, coaches, and administrators would say, "Oh, are you Charlie Oppler's sister?" And they would go on and on about your greatness. Smart, good-looking, friendly, superpowers, etc. Someone else might have been intimidated by that, but I would stand tall and say, "You bet I'm his sister." I've always felt honored to call you my big brother. We are 1 year, 1 month, 1 day apart, which always made us very close. Your friends were my friends, and my friends were your friends. Your greatest success in life is your beautiful family. Your wife, Jerry, is an all-round gem. Sorry, Jay, stole that from you. Your children, Jackie, Michael, Carly, Jason, daughter-in-law, beautiful Lindsay, grandchildren, Zach and Gabrielle, are all amazing and a true gift to you and to me. I share an incredible bond with each of them. So Charlie, Charles, here's to you. Enjoy the ride. Keep on doing what you're doing. You are a role model to us all. I say to the members of the National Association of Realtors, you have an incredible leader. I love you, Charles.
Charlie, you've been my brother-in-law for 31 years, but you've been my good friend and like a true brother for far longer than that. Congratulations on becoming president of the National Association of Realtors. The organization will certainly be well served by having you at the helm during these difficult times. When I think of the qualities required by those in key leadership positions, I think of drive and passion, a tireless work ethic, intelligence, critical thinking, the ability to be tough but fair, and the ability to motivate and inspire. You possess all of these qualities. It's what makes you successful in business and out. And that you do it all with class, warmth, and humility is what endears you to your friends and why you have such a great, loving family to support you. You've been able to accomplish so much in your professional and personal lives. I have no doubt you will accomplish so much more as president of the NAR. All the best and well deserved.
Hi, I'm Dick Schlott. I am so proud to be here to install Charlie Oppler as the 113th President of the National Association of Realtors. But I'd like to take a moment to share a few stories about Charlie. I first really got to know Charlie in 1984 when he took over as the manager of our Fort Lee office. And for those who don't know, Fort Lee is just over the border from New York City by the George Washington Bridge. The office had been in complete disarray, and we had a lot of problems there. I got a phone call from our regional manager, John von Sternberg, who we recently lost to the COVID. And he said to me, Charlie is the guy I want as manager there. And I said, are you sure? I said, Charlie's young. He's only 26 years old. He said, come down and meet Charlie. You'll know why I want him to be the manager. And I went and met Charlie. I came into the office, and the office had been in disarray and all. And there was Charlie there talking to a few of the agents. And I went up to him, and I said, hi, Charlie. He said, I knew you were coming, and I'm glad to see you here. I'd like to be the manager. And I sat and talked to Charlie for about 5 minutes. And in those 5 minutes, I knew instantly why John von Sternberg had suggested Charlie as the manager. Charlie has innate leadership qualities that he's exemplified throughout his real estate career. It was such a pleasure to work with Charlie through the years, but also to watch Charlie and all his dedication to the National Association of Realtors, local boards, state board, on through. He's been dedicated to the National Association of Realtors. Now, please help me welcome Charlie Oppler and his wife, Jerry. It is my honor to install you as the next president for the National Association of Realtors. Charlie, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly and sincerely promise that you will administer the office of the President of the National Association of Realtors in conformity with its Constitution and bylaws and to the best of your judgment and ability? And as President, will you observe and enforce the Code of Ethics and all acts be governed by the principles of honesty, justice, and fair play, and in every manner possible endeavor to promote and safeguard the best interests of the National Association of Realtors and its membership? If you so agree, please say, I will.
I will.
Charlie, you are officially installed as the 2021 President of the National Association of Realtors, effective November 19th, 2020. Congratulations.
Hi, my name is Ruth Oppler, and I'm the proud mother of Charles Oppler. He is just an exceptional person. He's someone that I look up to of his accomplishments. He was this young man that in high school did well, in college did well, and he still is young enough to play softball on Sundays. I think that's his love at the moment. He is a wonderful husband, father, grandfather, and I'm proud of him, and I can't imagine how proud they are of him. He's just an exceptional man. I love you dearly. I wish I were with you, but pandemic got in the way. Love you, Charles.
Hi, I'm Ralph Oppler. I'm Charlie's dad, and I'm Ruth's husband. And was asked to say a few words about Charlie, and I remember him coming out of school out of college and having this first job with a nonprofit organization and worked to raise dollars that helped children. And the chairman of that organization in the county that Charlie got the job in Bergen County, was a realtor. And during the years that they worked together, the realtor saw possibilities in Charlie as someone who could do well in real estate. And eventually, Charlie went to work in the real estate industry for that particular company. And then he got along well with the boss because the boss was a college athlete, basketball player. Charlie was a basketball player in school, and they just hit it off. And Charlie eventually moved on to become a manager and a vice president at another agency, and started to put time into the National Association. He got involved. And I remember when I was so proud that he went into partnership with another person, and they started their own, started his own business, and all the while he was growing his business. He put in time with NAR, and that commitment to service just carried on both the community and charitable work he does with his company, to the amount of time he put into the National Association in whatever capacity they asked him to serve in. I just watched the growth of a young man that was a community activist to becoming a business owner, and to becoming committed to an association that was so much more than his own private business. His commitment to his peers was remarkable to watch. So I've watched the growth of my son from a little guy to right now a big guy. And I am very, very proud of him. I am delighted in the fact that he's assuming a leadership position with NAR, and I'm sure his accomplishments there will continue to grow as I've watched him grow through his entire life. It's not over yet.
And now it is my pleasure and honor to introduce our son, Charles Oppler.
Good afternoon and welcome. I'm glad to be with you at the 2020 Realtors Conference and Expo. Preparing for this conference got me thinking about our association's history. I wonder how many of you know the name Edward Sanderson Judd. In 1907, Judd proposed a gathering of real estate boards for the purpose of forming a national association. His idea led directly to NAR's founding in 1908. Judd had a favorite saying, "The successful real estate professional is a born optimist." According to Judd, realtors are blessed with that spirit of belief in better things to come. In 2020, as I stand before you with all that we've been through, I never doubted for a second that Judd was absolutely right. I'm proud to be a realtor because this year we proved our optimism to the world. More importantly, we proved it to ourselves. Look where we were in March and how much we've accomplished since then. Realtors rallied. We supported each other, we were resolute through the crisis, and we never lost sight of our connection to one another. That inspires me because we have big plans in 2021. Next year, we will carry our resolve, our momentum forward to continue our important work to build better and more inclusive communities. It's what we do, because that's who we are. You know, my title changes this year in 2021, but what I care about, what I fight for remains the same. I will work my hardest alongside all of you to empower realtors, help grow your business, and preserve, protect, and advance the right to real property for all. People have asked me recently if I feel cheated by the circumstances of my presidency. Absolutely not. Don't feel sorry for me. Feel for the 5- and 6-year-olds, like one friend's son who asked his dad after his first day of virtual learning, when am I going to meet my friends? Feel for the kids in high school and college who will miss out on, among other things, their prom, graduation, playing their last big game. Feel for the doctors and nurses, first responders, grocery store clerks, bus drivers, and all that put themselves in families and in every way, every day. Feel for the millions of Americans who lost their jobs and businesses through no fault of their own. With all the challenges we have overcome this year, I'm even more excited to get to work as your president. And I'm optimistic that 2021 will be an amazing year for the Realtor organization, provided we bring the right perspective to our work. And if there's one thing that 2020 did, it broadened our perspective. I'll bet you didn't know that this year, besides being real estate professionals, you'd also be school teachers, chefs. Some of you think you're gourmet chefs, but chefs, landscapers, and childcare workers. You know, many of you know that I play softball still, and I'm a competitive person, probably the most competitive person on my team in many cases. You know, a number of years ago, during a game, a fly ball was headed to our center fielder, what should have been an easy catch. But he was looking up at the sky, as you do to catch a fly ball, maybe saw a plane, maybe saw something, and to my disappointment, he missed the ball. You know, then it hit me. Chris had lost his brother in 9/11. Then and there I realized I needed to find a new perspective, to look up, to see a bigger picture. None of us know what others go through. You know, this year, each of us has struggled with something. Each of us has lost something. And in some cases, the people closest to us. But we persevered through grief and uncertainty, and we moved forward as one together. You know, 2021 isn't my year, it's our year. We will work collaboratively and cooperatively to advance the issues that benefit all members and consumers. Perspective also means recognizing I didn't get here alone. In President Vince Malta in 2020, the National Association of Realtors had the right person at the right time for the right job. The news in 2020 seemed to change every hour, but Vince remained unflappable. He did what great leaders do. He asked questions, made thoughtful decisions, he balanced safety, health, and business. He was unwavering in his dedication to members. I'm proud to call him a friend. Thank you, Vince, for leading the way for me and for all of us. And thank you as well to all members and association staff at all three levels, state, local, and national. Working together, our team proved to policymakers and to the public just how essential our industry is to the economy and in the lives of all Americans. I also want to thank and recognize the people who have made all the difference in my life. You know, as I was thinking about some of those people, I wish NAR's 2009 president, Charles McMillan, could be here tonight. He was one of the most elegant and eloquent people I've known. He gave me my first appointment as a chair, the RPAC trustees. And his example has guided me as a leader. For any of you that knew Charles, it was about class and dignity and about other people. Thank you, Charles. And there's so many people to thank, so I'm going to do the best I can so I don't bore you with a lot of things. When I started in 1981 in the real estate business, I didn't get involved right away. But when I did, back in 1986 or 87, I began with the Eastern Bergen County Board of Realtors, which is now the Greater Bergen County Realtors. And I think about Bob White, who was the first EO who got me involved. And Bob isn't with us anymore. Thank you, Bob. And then I got involved with the State Association. And our CEO, Jared Grasso, has become a great friend. I want to thank the whole staff at the New Jersey Realtors for your support and your friendship. And I also want to thank the past presidents. Many are friends, they've been supporters, and I appreciate all I've learned and everything we've done together. The National Association of Realtors, Bob Goldberg, and the whole staff is second to none. All the support I've had as we've all worked together all these years has been nothing that I can ever say has been rivaled before in volunteer work. Thank you all. And to the past presidents that I've learned at NAR and everybody that I've shared time with, thank you all. And a special thank you tonight to Chris Polychrone and John Smaby, RVP classmates of mine in 2005, for being the MCs tonight. They're great friends, mentors, and sounding boards. John and Chris, thank you. I have a lot to live up to be the president that you both were. And to my leadership team, liaisons, the committee chairs, and the actual LT. With you by my side, I know we will succeed together. And then when you start to think about all the people that have made a difference in my life, my company, Prominent Properties, Sotheby's International Realty, all of the managers, the support staff, and all the agents that have worked with my partner, Randy Keetive, and I for 28 years, you're special people, and I just couldn't be any prouder to work with all of you. Thank you. And my family. Mom and Dad, I wish we were all together celebrating this evening, but I know you're right here by my side. Thank you for all you've done, and I love you both. My brother and sister, who I get to see often, thank you for all your support. Mark and Lynn, their spouses, thank you for all that you've done for our family over the years. I love you both. My kids. Jackie, Michael, Carly, and Jason. You make me smile every time I think of all the things that you've accomplished, but what great people you all are. You're the why in everything that your mom and I do. And more importantly, you've always been right there in my corner for everything that I've done. And now having 2 grandchildren, Zachary and Gabrielle, the why gets bigger. It'd be great to spend this night with you, but thank you for everything that you've done. And my wife, Jerry. I don't know what I did to be so lucky to share my life with her and everything that we've accomplished and achieved. For those of you that have met her, you know how caring, giving, loving, and generous she is, and how special she is. She makes my life better, gives me the opportunity to be here today. I love you and thank you for everything that you've done. You know, a new perspective can also show us how our lives and our careers are all connected. In 1980, I was fresh out of college and working for the March of Dimes. One of my first projects was organizing a fundraiser, a sports awards dinner. I recruited Joe Murphy and Dick Schlott to co-chair the dinner, which raised $50,000 and was successful enough to become a regular annual event. You know, Dick and Joe were running big real estate companies, so I got to work with some of their staff. But through that one event, I made two of the most meaningful connections. Joe and Dick, who recruited me to the real estate business. By the way, they told me I'd earn $25,000 my first year, double what I was making in 1981. Of course, as great salespeople, they didn't tell me it was all commission. I had to work hard for those checks, but I'm grateful that my life has never been the same. And relationships really do matter. Who would have thought almost 40 years after that March of Dimes dinner, I would take the oath of office from my mentor and still my friend, Dick Schlott. Dick, I'm grateful that because of you, my life has never been the same. I'm excited about 4 initiatives we have planned for 2021, which will provide more opportunities to create connections that benefit the industry that we all love and our communities. Let me tell you about them. First, realtors leave a large altruistic footprint. While we acknowledge some of the exceptional charitable work each year during our Good Neighbor Awards, realtors are good neighbors and great people every day. Beginning now and continuing through November 2021, we will track realtors' volunteer hours as part of the new Realtors Are Good Neighbors campaign. We will quantify what members already do, inspire so many other people to be involved, to get involved, and to make a difference, and demonstrate our members' immense community influence. We think we can easily meet a goal of 5 million hours. I actually think that's a low number. And with all good ideas, this program has come together because of like minds. A team from this year's Leadership Academy class proposed a similar idea. It became their capstone project, and they worked with the internal NAR team to merge the concepts. That's just the kind of teamwork that has driven us forward this year. Second, I want to highlight how realtors can help mentor the next generation of practitioners. When my son Jason was younger, my wife Jerry would pick him up after school and take him to basketball practice many, many days. He played on many teams. And on one of the teams, his friends would pile into the car after practice, and they'd end up staying with us for the night or the weekend. I enjoyed Jason's teammates at our home. They didn't always have the advantages other kids had, but they enriched our lives with their laughter and smiles. They were demanding, but they were all the fun in the world. Therefore, I'm excited to announce that NAR will launch a mentorship program to expand our realtor family by bringing in new talent and diverse voices. The program will pair mentors from various real estate disciplines with diverse candidates interested in a career in the real estate field. And we know there are many different jobs, and it's not just sales. When the time comes, I hope you'll join this effort. Pass along your knowledge and your passion to the new generation. Third, more than ever, commercial members need our support. To help invigorate the marketplace and create value for our commercial members, we're launching the C5 Summit, a brand new commercial-focused event to be held in New York City in late September of 2021. The 5 C's stand for commercial, connection, commerce, capital, and community. We'll invite top commercial brokers, economic development teams from states and cities, representatives from REITs, developers, state and local associations, all with the purpose to work together to secure business opportunities for their clients, and the clients know how critical this event could be, and we know how important it is to keep our economy moving. And fourth, and finally, 2021 will mark the 20th anniversary of the Realtors Relief Foundation. As a New Jersey native, I'll never forget where I was, and I'll never forget that the foundation was created in response to 9/11. For me, 9/11 is very personal. Wherever I go, there's always a reminder of what so many families have lost. But this tragic event also stands out as one of the Realtors family's finest moments. On that fateful day, NAR launched the Realtors Relief Foundation. We funneled over $8 million to help victims stay in their homes by assisting with rent and mortgage payments. Nearly 20 years later, the foundation has dispersed $32 million to help more than 15,000 families after disasters such as floods, tornadoes, hurricanes, and wildfires. To commemorate the foundation's 20th anniversary, we will hold a telethon to raise awareness and funds to ensure it's sustainable for the long haul. Our goal for 2021 is $2.5 million, and I know you all can do it. I can't wait to see how much realtors come through for their neighbors in need. You know, one thing, once you've found a new perspective, things never quite look the same. A new point of view reveals how we can always do more, give more, and care more. After all, NAR was founded by people like Edward Sanderson Judd, who recognized more than a century ago just how essential realtors are to our communities and to our country. The man who believed in better things to come wouldn't have doubted our resiliency this year for a second. My friends, thank you for this honor. Let's continue our important work to help families find their American dream, and let's begin a new year with a renewed purpose, a new resolve, and a continued optimism. Thank you, and be well.
Hello, everybody. I'm Stephen Oppler, and I am Charlie Oppler's brother. They gave me 30 seconds to do a heartfelt greeting for Charlie, and I don't know how I'm going to fill that 30 seconds, but I'll give it a shot. I want to congratulate Charlie on becoming the next NAR leader, and I want to even congratulate the membership more so for selecting such a dedicated leader. I know he's held you all in such high regard, and as high regard as he has his own tremendous employees and realtors from prominent properties. I wish you much success in your upcoming term, and I know that if you make your membership half as proud of you in your leadership as you have made me as proud as to be your brother over my lifetime, then I know that your term will have been a tremendous success. Again, I want to congratulate Charlie, the leadership team, and the entire membership of the NAR. Thank you.
Congratulations, Charlie, and to the 2021 leadership team. We wish you a year filled with great success.
At this time, we would propose a toast. So please raise your glasses in honor of this team. Cheers. May you lead with your heart and wisdom as we travel on Journey One together. We look forward to your leadership in 2021 to build on what's come before, lead our members forward in their businesses, and adapt to whatever surprises this next year brings.
On behalf of my co-host, Mr. Chris Polychrome, thank you all for attending and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Hey, National Association of Realtors, we're Derek and the Slammers, and we heard you like fiddle songs, so here's one for you. Devil went down to Georgia, he was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind, he was way behind, he was willing to make a deal. When he came across this young man song, fiddle and playing a hot, and the devil jumped on. Hickory some said, boy, let me tell you what. Cause you didn't know, but I'm a fiddle player too. If you care to take a dare, I'll make a bet with you. Now you play pretty good fiddle, boy, but give the devil his due. About fiddle of gold against your soul, I think I'm better than you. What's my name's Johnny, it may be a sin, but I'll take your bet and you're going to break because I'm the best it's ever been. Johnny, you're rousing up your bow and play your fiddle hard. Help Buckus and Jordan, the devil needs a card. If you ain't to get the shine, if you don't pay to go, the fiddle is devil gets your soul. Devil opened up his case and said, I'll start the show. Fire flew from his fingertips as he roused up his bow. He pulled the bow across the strings and made an evil hiss. Then a band of demons joined down and a sound something like this. Finished, Johnny said we were pretty good, old son, but sit down in that chair out there, let me show you how it's done. Fire on that rumble run. Devil in the house in the rising sun. Chicken in the bread pan picking out dough. Crazy out by new shot do. Devil bowed his head because he knew that he'd been beat. And he laid that golden fiddle on the ground at Johnny's feet. Johnny said, devil, just come on back if you ever want to try again. I done told you once, you son of a gun, I'm the best it's ever been. He played fire on their rumble. Devil in the house of the rising sun. Chicken in the bread pan picking out dough. Crazy out by no child do. Ole, 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 ole. Yes, sir. what to do on a night like this. Make it quick, I can't resist. You need a party song, funny little jam. Wake up, boom, 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 boom. Make a boom, 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 boom. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Oh, Lord. See people dancing, hear people jamming, feeling hot, hot, hot. Keep up the spirit, come on, let's do it, feeling hot, hot, hot. In the air, celebration time, music sweet, captivate your mind. We need a party song, funny little jam. Make a boom, 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 boom. Make a boom, 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 boom. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Oh, Lord. Ole, 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 ole. Ole, 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 ole. Ole, 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 ole. Ole, 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 ole. People in the party, ha ha ha. People in the party, ha ha ha. Come to the party, know what they got. Come to the party, know what they got. I'm hot, you're hot. He's hot, she's hot. I'm hot, you're hot. He's hot, she's hot. We're hot, we're hot. We're hot, we're hot. How y'all feeling? Hot, hot, 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 hot. 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 How y'all feeling? Tick.
Where it began, I can't begin to know it. But then again, it's going strong. Was in the spring, and spring became the summer. Who'd have believed you'd come along? Hands, touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good.
So good, so good.
I've been inclined to believe they never would. So I look at the night, and it don't seem so lonely. We fill it up with only two. And when I heard the hurt runs off my shoulder, how can I hurt when I'm with you? One touching one, reaching out, touching you, touching me. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good.
So good, so good, so good.
I've been inclined to believe they never would. Oh. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good.
So good, so good.
I've been inclined to believe they never would. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good.
So good, so good.
I've been inclined to believe they never would. Sweet Caroline.
Thank you very much, National Association of Realtors. We'll see you next time with Derek and the Slammers.